Good evening. Coming up tonight. While virtual classes may be tough for many, see why these students actually prefer to stay behind the screen.
Although the Gamecocks went down in Georgia, hear what you can take away from their performance.
And finally, local charities in Columbia have been growing recently. Learn how this pantry is providing more help.
All of that and more tonight on SGTV Nightly News.
Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse studio, this is SGTV Nightly News.
Good evening, Carolina. I'm Justin Walsh.
And I'm Callista Pushman. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Online learning is a format that many people have had to get used to over the past year and a half.
Despite many schools and universities transitioning back to an in-person learning format, the online alternative is becoming a growing alternative for students in South Carolina. The Cyber Academy of South Carolina is experiencing record-breaking enrollment numbers.
The Academy had roughly estimated about 2,000 students, but were shocked by a school record 5,200 students enrolled.
CASC is now having to account for the rise in numbers with new additions to their staff.
And as online learning becomes a more viable option for some students, these increased numbers could become a regularity.
Now, with the increase in the state's push for COVID safety, SCDHEC is holding free COVID-19 vaccination and testing opportunities across the Midlands.
These vaccination and testing sites will mostly be located in county health departments.
Sites will be operating from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on September 20th through September 26th.
Harvest Hope is making its mark on the state as it introduces a new program dedicated to increasing donations. Being the largest food bank in South Carolina, Harvest Hope is now expanding with their new program, Pantries of Hope.
This program is being dedicated to those entering a new part of their life and who need a bit of help with their expenses.
Pantries of Hope is ensuring that families in and around South Carolina will not only be provided donations, but donations that are nutritious, healthy, and can hopefully offer a sense of relief for those less fortunate.
With the increase of COVID-19 cases across the state, school districts have been left with the decision of whether or not they should enforce their own mask mandates.
Lexington School District 1 put out a survey that revealed that 70% of parents, guardians, and staff support a temporary mask mandate. The Board of Trustees Chair Anne Marie Green hopes that with this majority public opinion will help the board restore control of district mask regulation. Now, whatever ends up coming of this, I just really hope that all these students are safe and can continue to learn in the way that's most beneficial to them. Absolutely, and it's always a tough decision to figure out because nobody's going to be happy with the overall consensus of whether or not to enforce a mask mandate. Obviously, safety of all students is the #1 priority, so I hope that can be worked out as soon as possible. Now coming up, baseball season is underway. Well, kind of. Here are the takeaways from the weekend and what to look forward to in the news ahead. Up next on SGTV Nightly News. Welcome back, everyone. Now, even though Saturday night was a bit painful to watch, News 4 sports anchor Braden Malloy will give us what to take away from the day with the dogs. Braden?
Thanks, Justin. Baseball season is back. Wait. Okay, baseball games are being played. What's that? Okay, practices in the forms of scrimmages are being had in Columbia. South Carolina baseball will play 2 open to the public scrimmages this weekend at Founders Park. The first one at 3:30 p.m. on Friday and the second at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. For South Carolina, who is coming off a disappointing finish to last season, the release of the 2022 baseball schedule last Wednesday now gives a blueprint for their journey back to the postseason, this time with the goal of hosting and winning a regional. But those two things are really one and the same, right? Could you imagine a regional in which the championship game doesn't feature the host team? Moving on to the gridiron, where the football team played down in Athens this past Saturday, September 18th. Although for the Gamecocks, it probably felt more like October 31st, because that Georgia defense might be haunting Coach Beamer in South Carolina for quite some time.
They've got like 105-star football players on their defense. They have a defensive lineman that weighs 340 pounds and runs better than everybody on this call. They've got 5-star defensive backs. They're big and physical and fast. I mean, other than that, they're really freaking good.
Defense wasn't the only side of the ball working for the Dogs. That's DAWG. JT Daniels and the Georgia offense were able to put up 40 points on 500 total yards and going 9 for 12 on third down. And though the 40-13 loss wasn't pretty, USC did have some bright spots. 2020 starter Luke Doty made his season debut, and he brought a sense of energy and comfort to the team, racking up 153 yards passing, including a 36-yard touchdown to Josh Vann, that being the first touchdown given up by the Georgia defense this season. However, the most positive thing this team showed Saturday may have actually been their attitude. Facing an uphill battle the entire game, both Coach Beamer and Doty had nothing but praise for the way the players carried themselves and continued to fight.
I think it's just the love and belief we have in everybody around us. Offensively, we believe in our defense. Defensively, they believe in us, and we've got one hell of a special teams unit. I believe in the guys that we have. I'm so proud of everybody and just the way that they fought. We fought to the last second. We didn't look at the scoreboard, and we just kept our heads down and we played.
Now, Carolina will definitely have a fight on their hands as they take on Kentucky and a high-octane rushing offense at Willie B this Saturday at 7 p.m. Gamecock fans, remember, stay hydrated, wear your mask, and stay safe. That's all for Carolina sports. Back to you.
You want to find a flick or shoot your shot at laser tag? We have some local events that you'll want to hear about. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Alexa Daly.
And I'm Lauren Waters, here with tonight's news and local entertainment.
Tomorrow night, Gamecock Entertainment will be hosting a free outdoor showing of my favorite movie, She's the Man.
Grab your blankets or lawn chairs and meet on the Black PE field at 8:30 p.m. This event is a chance to unwind, relax, laugh along to cinematic classic. I've never seen the movie, but I know you said it's your favorite.
It is a must-watch. I'm not going to lie. I think I could quote every line.
This Wednesday, join Dance Marathon on the Russell House patio for their 2021-2022 campaign theme reveal. From 4:30 to 7:30 p.m., see the excitement build as Dance Marathon unites USC under this new theme.
It will be incorporated into all of their events throughout the next year, so this is something you don't want to miss. Can you guess what their theme will be?
I have no clue, but I'm excited to see how they incorporate it.
So am I. October is right around the corner, and that means one thing, Oktoberfest. The Carolina Fireflies are starting the festivities early this year by hosting their second annual Oktoberfest at Sager Park on September 24th.
The event will last from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., featuring dozens of your favorite breweries with a wide selection of beverages, including beers, seltzers, and ciders.
Tickets will be available in advance and at the gate. The event, however, is limited to those 21 and older. Fortunately, I'm 21, so I can definitely take advantage of this.
I guess I'll be going next year.
I'll see you there.
Gamecock Entertainment will be hosting another event, part of Thursday After Dark series.
Come to the Health and Wellness Field, IM Field, to play laser tag from 7 to 10 p.m. Enjoy a competitive, fun, and free night with your friends. I can't remember the last time I went laser tagging.
I don't know. I think it'll be so fun. That's all we have for your entertainment news tonight. Coming up after the break, meteorologist Finn Carlin will tell you how many days this week the umbrella will be a lifesaver. Stay close.
Welcome back to SGTV Nightly News. I'm meteorologist Finn Carlin here with the weather on your Monday night. And the story here in Columbia this week is we have some showers and storms that are coming to you this week. I know that today it was partly cloudy, but tomorrow that rain is going to be starting to come in. Actually, tomorrow night, we're going to have the highest rainfall, possibly up to 1 to 2 inches, but that rain's going to stay consistent through Wednesday night. And then the sun's going to come out on Thursday. But as the sun comes out, the temperatures are actually going to drop, contrary to what some might actually believe. But the high temperature trend this week today was high of 83. Average temperatures high of 80 this week. It's going to drop to 80 tomorrow, and then Wednesday it's going to rise up again to 83, then falls all the way to the high 70s at 78 on Thursday, and it's going to stay consistent on Friday. And then y'all, we have a beautiful game day on Saturday, and it's not going to be too hot either. The sun's going to be out. It's going to be a beautiful day, and it's only going to be a high of 80 on your game day. It's going to be a great day to get out and have some fun with some friends. Today in Carolina, though, the temperatures were pretty inconsistent. Normally, we would see a lower temperature for highs across the coast, but actually, they bore out some of the higher temperatures in Carolina today. 83 on Myrtle Beach, 80 in Charleston, and 77 on Hilton Head. That matches the upstate Greenville. We saw 77 and also in Greenwood. But as we moved into the Midlands, the temperatures picked up a little bit. 83 here in Columbia today, 81 in Sumter, 82 in Orangeburg, 83 in Florence. And then moving up to the upstate, got a little bit cooler. So temperatures were kind of all over the place in South Carolina today. But right now in South Carolina, it's currently 77 degrees. It feels like 85. We have a pretty strong wind gust east at 10 miles per hour, and the humidity right now is high, and that's especially because we're going to get a lot of rain starting tomorrow night. It's mostly cloudy right now. Local times around 7:17 p.m. and sunset is of course going to be at around 7:23 p.m. Now, the weather this week in Columbia tomorrow, as I was saying, we're going to have some showers that are be coming your way, and then chance storms Wednesday night, bringing up the high for 83. But actually, the lows this week are going to get pretty chilly. You know, we have that beautiful game day sunshine on Saturday, but look at this, it's going to be bringing a 58 low. So by the time you're going to be packing Williams-Brice Stadium, you might want to consider bringing a long sleeve shirt. But even though we have some storms that are going to be coming to us tomorrow night, and you know, an umbrella is really going to be handy, that bad news is met with a lot of good news as we move further and further into the week. We see Thursday all the way through Sunday, we're going to be having sun, and more sun as the highs start to go a little bit lower and then pick up just to the low 80s, but the lows really start to bring in those cool temperatures, and especially on Saturday night, might be a little cold over in Williams-Brice Stadium. Now, that's all I have for you tonight for your weekly forecast. Be sure to come back with us because we have the next edition of Carolina Canines, and I hear it's a pretty cute one, so stay with us.
And finally tonight's Carolina Canine is Sadie. The picture was sent in by our very own Callista Yost. Sadie loves sunbathing, looking out the window, playing with her favorite toy monkey, and zoomies with her mom. Callista says that she also has one ear that sticks straight up while the other flops down. That picture, you know when you can like look at a picture and just feel it?
Mm-hmm. That little
like,
smush,
that little
the energy.
Puppy, that little ball of fluff,
I'm definitely jealous of my Callista counterpart right there, because that is the cutest dog. No offense to my dog back home. I love you, Milo.
I don't got a dog, so I have nothing compared to, so I'm a fan of you, Sadie.
Fine. I'll take it. It's a worthy defeat. That's all we have for tonight's edition of SGTV Nightly News.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to also visit us online at sgtvonline.com. For SGTV Nightly News, I'm Callista Bushman.
And I'm Justin Walsh. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great night, Carolina. Forever to be.